like that. Look pretty out on track.
Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6.
I'm sorry. Not doing my microphone coming through.
World Tour. Hit the street.
I just got done training with the Kuma, so I'm not sure if my voice is coming out very clear, but sometimes I like to dress for the occasion. Take it, so you know, my clothes on. But yeah, checking out. Let's go check out the link. I ain't buy her thing yet. Hold on a second. back. Sorry about that. Check out Suki of Dragon Volume 2. Looking pretty good. Paperbacks and hardbacks. Right here. And hardback. Amazing. Gotta get it. Or at the very least check out the website. Because the website is fire. But still say we still adding we're still adding like more stuff to it. But no, it's still it's still good. Celebrate the route to everything. Test wild animals and then torture it. Unknowns. More info. Open device and. I would. Cause it's kind of hard, man, to kind of out like.
Hey there.
Starting your day. Likes to keep.
I see.
Raised by the savages, know you couldn't handle this. Everyone who battled me, they falling like an avalanche. Got 'em falling back to back. Take 'em all. Y'all going home, so better pack your bags. I'm a heavy hitter, come take a sip of this. Like a butterfly floating. Battle cries and music to my ears.
Over here. I do like it though. Like a bunch of people like just morph me like out of nowhere and just start dancing like this. I think could be wrong, but I think it's princess. Lion King garbage. Like that, they're gone just like the wind.
Hiya.
veterinarian. Incredible day.
What can I get for you?
How to shoot?
Take care. Thank you. Please
No,
come
like
again.
World Tour mode actually surprisingly pretty good. Travel to Colorado. Cornel.
It's a rap like some bandages. The winner is unanimous.
Oh! Hiya.
Engage! Fight!
Like knock somebody out. It's been a
Raised by savages, know you couldn't handle this. Everyone who battled me, they falling like an avalanche. Got them falling back to back, take them all just hand in hand. Y'all going home for better pack your bags. I'm a heavy hitter, come take a sip of this potion. Float like a butterfly, I'm floating like the ocean. Battle cries of music to my ears, I'm the composer. Y'all can never hurt me.
Oh!
It's a rap like some bandages. The winner is unanimous. I'm quicker than the clock. Lights on the cameras. Oh, you the best? What a big cap. I can take you standing on my backpack. Don't listen to the chatter.
USA!
Where you like? Stolen. Hey, harder than a rock and I watch you get eroded. I am the
that dude ready. Hey,
No, no, no!
got him in. Square ass eat. Wow. You know, the more that I kind of look at this spot, the more it always kind of like looks. I can, like, I see spots like from Final Fight.
rising uppercut. Take this. Air slasher. Air slasher.
Engage!
Strong person.
Fight!
Tickles.
Engage! Fight!
Kevin's a bit old. A bit overkill. Hey, it was necessary.
I'm saved!
Time is it?
Eh? What can I do?
Cross the sea.
All right.
Give me a second.
Greetings. Final round. Fight! Just for you. Not bad.
Man, what to do? Man, what to do?
Shoryuken! 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 No!
Man, what to do?
Shoryuken!
Move.
What, pray tell? What, pray tell?
Yes? Very impressive.
I get you.
My. Eat it!
Oh dear.
Shoryuken!
Hmm? Thanks.
Hey. Really? Well. Hey. Ah. Really? Impressive. Well.
Eh? You did well. Mm-hmm.
Hopping back.
Raised by the savages, no you couldn't handle it. They falling like an avalanche, got 'em falling back to back. Take 'em all just I'm a heavy hitter, come take a sip of this bullshit. Like a butterfly floating.
Watch out! Oh! The whole hurts me. Hey! Good jump! Good job there. You know, you're pretty light on your feet. But
I don't know why, man, but like my character
what
is
got
like,
them
you
so
should do
agitated?
Tingle, but like less lean.
Ah! I think I know. You really need a shower. Right. Yep. Right. Now then. So now... Right, right. That means...
Engage! Fight! Final horn!
Hey, you still with me?
That's right.
Final round. Now rank up.
Sure. No.
Those things die. Die rid.
Well,
Kinda act.
well, actually, if so. Right, right. Actually, I knew it. The truth is,
I'd have you like that. Picture her like sending packages and nothing. But oh, winning. Awesome.
correct. Now then.
Round one. Fight.
Final one. You did well.
Yeah! All right!
Engage! Fight!
Fire! Fire! Not good. Yeah! There it is.
Engage! Fight!
There it is.
Ah. No. Oh, yes.
Honestly, Street Fighter surprisingly it's actually really. Yeah, that's right. Like, cause it hard gear. Like a collab, like that's cool. And some dots come. I, either way though, like Street Fighter, like surprisingly, is like it's really good though. I'll come back to that, but I was supposed to also.
Also, if he finds an
Like just a bad, really. That specifically speaking, right? That there's been what it came up. Like that I did kind of but like there's been some big stuff going like with what's been cyberpunk and it's some new that I also like anybody who wants to check out my right like yeah like my website's like red website with me our show our stuff is old over here out of the dragon. Like you read the first edition, second edition, read the prologue and the first 3 chapters. Looking pretty good though. I mean, you right here directly to purchase it on Amazon. Kindle people like can check it out for free. It's also nice, but you know, but with all that aside, it's been looking pretty. I've been there is a thing. Hey, I was trying to save this like for stream, but like um there have been hold on. Let me if I can find I did man talk about. This is because it's a math problem that I'm having a problem with. Well, not that problem, but it's another thing. This is Terrence Howard thing. I know like it's old, but like a lot of people have been put out of nowhere like saying this.
That's how I invented
I feel like because I
tangential flight, because your math, someone programmed that lie in there and lied to you and everyone, and all your fundamentals are off.
Well,
That's the rest
certainly
of the
now. I mean, I don't even know what to think.
You heard
I
that
don't know what just
you
happened.
heard that I said 1 times 1 equals 2.
Do you know what just
Did you
happened?
wait? You heard that I said both of
I
y'all
was
had
bad
heard
at
it.
math. I was
No,
horrible at
both
it.
of y'all had heard that I said 1 times 1 equals 2, didn't you? You had heard it somewhere. Somebody that was
Yeah, I'd heard it. I'd heard it.
And then everybody said I was crazy.
Yeah, they did say that.
Well, am I crazy or is the calculator broke?
I mean, are those my only 2 options?
What do you think? What do you think? Or am I right? Or am I right? Am I?
I mean Terrence Howard also said that sound can be like into like a wavelength, right? But I'm like, you know, the real reason Terrence Howard said I'm not even go but there are a lot of people out there who say yeah like 1 times 1 it equals something like or something of that nature. And I'm like, you know that because some folks like still say that today, right? Or like they're like, yeah, like if you got 2 items, because like 1 times whatever. I'm like, one of them is I can't multiply this by itself and make another. Now, addition is taking this and taking another one of it, putting them together. Now, okay, I have 2 this pile. Like multiplication is okay. If I have 2 Q-tips, okay, 2 of them. I say, okay, times this by 2. Now, theoretically, I'm doing like with a pair, okay? Because the idea is this and other one is a theoretical thing of me taking 2. Okay, 1, bam, 2, bam, 4. All right. This so like that's why like yeah like because one is theoretical and the other one is like if I have it. But it's very difficult to talk about. But it's like when people say stuff like that, I'm like, do you get mad? But then again, also but also it does hit me because a lot of folks don't necessarily know math. Is kind of the hard way, but you know, and also but like that's just for short, right? Also, I also had like another like here's the math problem that I'm having right when it comes to people, okay? Right? It was how people treat animals, okay? like if I look at like how I can't. Right? It's like how people like love their dogs like that.
He was walking down the street when he noticed this dog hugging his owner while waiting for the crosswalk. When his owner realized,
it's kind of say like I was having like a weird like math problem in my head where like I'm trying to discern it out, right? Right, because like you have a dog, okay? And people love their pets more than they love anybody else on the planet. And it's crazy to me because like people love their pets more than they love sometimes more than they love their own family. And the crazy part to me is that yeah, like as people love their pets because they're very pure. There's nothing really messed up about them. Or at the very least, dogs, cats, and all of the animals kind of understand, man, the idea of I feed you, live under my roof, and whatnot. They're practically doing okay. But like when you take like other people and then like you kind of put them like into like this little space in which that we be or at least like you take people and then you put them like in this space, right? It turns into like, well, yeah, like it's hard to I'm gonna try to say like I'm gonna try to explain it this way, right? If there are if there are people, okay, like human people, okay, and let's say like we got anthropomorphic animal people, at what point does loving your pet like but yeah, thing that I was gonna say was that some people love their pets more than other Resident Evil. And it's crazy to me because like that we joke about it, but it's like, or at least I know people like really get angry whenever they watch like Invincible and the whole deal like with Omni-Man. Him saying, "Hey man, he called Debbie a pet, so therefore." But I'm like, when I really think about it, right? I'm like, well, technically, kind of right. I mean, like the woman man like that, he with. But like the woman man like that, he loves in this case Debbie, right? It's like
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Haven't found it yet?
And when I think about it, right, I'm like, well, technically he's not wrong. I mean, like we have a whole movie around the idea of somebody killed this guy's dog and he took out a whole like cabal assassin, a whole cabal assassin like by himself. You know what I mean?
I think
so like that movie's called John Wick. But you know, like jumping from John Wick over to something else though, right? It's like, well, technically you're not wrong. I mean, technically, you're not wrong, but you know how that plays out, though.
Barry!
Barry!
What?
I mean, the more that I kind of think about it, right? And like the other problem that like that I have is like people treat their dogs like how they treat like other humans, specifically, right? Because I'm like, if I think about like other humans, right, and everything. I mean, like,
Barry.
that kind of thing.
Any luck, Jill?
Really,
No,
kind of work
nothing.
out because, like,
What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Dog, like,
Same here.
like, have the
Chris,
dog,
and now
lick
Whisker.
their face, sleep in
There's
the
not
bed,
much we can do.
Yeah, with them. But I'm like, if like two male
Thanks.
friends are like your dog is a male and you're male, at what point would your action not be seen as like okay have like a pet? But you know, and talking about like people, like I don't really think like I don't really think that people can like justify it because like but I'm like, when I do think about it though, right, like I'm like, because I'm weird and I think about this stuff, I like that kind of stuff, like it kind of like crosses my mind, and I'm like, oh, because I kind of get it though, but like beyond that though, it's like, what reason would there be, or it's like, at what point would that not be okay if I had a dog, or you know, or whatever, right? You know, like, but then again, like, no human would really be around all the humans who's so big on them, like, hey man, like, what's up, man, with Jeffrey, like, rolling on his stomach and trying, man, to, like, you know, like, whenever we play fight, he always, man, like, roll on his stomach and kick his feet in the air. You're like, yeah, like, that ain't cool, but it's just it's just a crazy thing, specific. I mean, but you know, like as I said, like this is a math problem that is super difficult to kind of to take care of, because like on one hand it's like, well yeah, like you shouldn't be doing that, but then the other part is like, well. Like, cause it was a weird thing, man. Like, just trying to figure it out, like, is always going to be super difficult, but not to hear. Controls, man, like, really help though. Kind of like, but it's just a weird. I do think about like how like that a lot of folks don't like of like a lot of them don't necessarily like the eye, because like there was like a Twitter question of it like, well yeah, like Omni-Man, basically he called your mom a pet, right? And I'm like, technically, like, I mean, like, we know that we can't hurt him. They're like, yeah, like, I say, yeah, like, you know, like, because I still swing on him because that's my dude, right? So, you know, I can't man really, I gotta respect mom. So I'm like, I mean, like, respect my mom, right? I mean, look, man, like some folks, I love my mom too, but I'm an hey man, like, because at some point, man, like, homeboy. Be too through it. Yes, yeah. It is a scary one. I like to get around though. Like there's a video that I saw earlier today. I might show that one like in it, or at least like when I'm done with this. But like it was a talk about remake, where like some folks were like they need to go back and they need to Resident Evil 1, or not even Resident Evil. They were talking about like making Resident it was not Resident Metal Gear Solid the Twin Snakes. Because people were kind of saying like, hey, Metal Gear Solid the Twin Snakes. The problem that I have with it is the fact that Metal Gear Solid the zombie comes out, step on his head. Yeah, like Metal Gear Solid the Twin Snakes, like that game specifically, they don't like it because first of all, it's Metal Gear Solid 1 with Metal Gear Solid 2 controls, and we're making a few people like kind of angry. I'm like, in actuality, like that's not really something like to be mad about, That one, yeah, it's a door like at the end of the hall. I don't think I can go there yet, but But yeah, like Resident Evil, no, not Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid the Twin Snakes, right? Like some folks were saying like that, that game is somewhat of a problem because, damn it, oh wait, she don't got. I don't got the light. I don't gotta get lighter. That's right. Yeah, like when they were saying like that, we need to do, like or remaster Resident Metal Gear Solid. took that. Oh my god. But beyond all that, right? It was something to the it was something akin to like Resident Metal Gear Solid. Like my health up. But Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes, right? Like, yo, like we shouldn't be playing that because of the simple fact that that game problem is okay. Okay, so it makes it a problem. Problem is, well, outside of it making Otacon or ugly for some reason, it was that Metal Gear Solid, like the game is too because it has functions that make the game super oops. Now basically in my mind I'm like, well then don't use them. But some people kind of take issue with that because it's like, well, now some people take issue with the idea that if a game has like your like things about it, then it's like, well, like that's gonna be a problem. But the idea is that if they like, why is this master so I mean, like, because the only real thing like that they did for this was that they changed the areas like that. They changed a few areas like in the house. Like that, they changed a few areas like in the house. They added like the whole burning bodies thing, and I think the only other thing like that they added. This time, eat my whole life out. But armor key. Yeah, beyond all that, right? It's like, why did this one work, right? And it's because, like, yeah, like it's basically like just the original game now with like updated with updated graphics and a brand new area. Like it's just the updated area with one or two things. Oh, they really didn't change. So it works. Resident, like Metal Gear Solid, like when they made that, they kind of went the way of Castlevania 4, where that where that Castlevania 4 is just like, oh, okay, so it's just Castlevania. Added in like one or two things. Still like has like the same. It's like it's Castlevania 4 for like for Super Nintendo. Like if you check out if you check out the old Ego Raptor video about him talking about way back when they were making that, it was like, well, now they didn't really change anything that had to do like with like trying to like do things, man, like with the whip like in that in that game, right? It's like you can play it, man, original, just attacking like a head and then like doing that. But it was the first like Castlevania game to have like multi-directional attacks. So it turned into a whole thing of like, well, now they're not really making the game better, like that they're just doing this and doing that. Like it's not so bad. But also then again, I also say that like fans are also like so there's also that I am not sure. Check out my screen. But yeah. That problems. Hit with that. Probably should it here. I think it's kerosene. But yeah, like when it comes right down, man, into like remakes and everything, I think some people like that they be asking, like, just be happy, man, like that they're remaking the game. That's not for everybody. That was. That area spot with the door key. I think the only spot is. I shouldn't be able to walk out there. Almost did this to get rid of that stupid key, but it's all but it's all good. It's an armor key. Burst through that door. I forget which one. I forget what was past this point. Ultimate.
Jill, don't scare me.
Speak for yourself, Barry.
Honestly, I'd rather have him over here instead of like helping me out like downstairs. Cause about to go get the shotgun. I swear, like trying to get like the perfect stuff in here, not all that difficult. Like trying to figure this out really isn't even like the most difficult. But like once you know. Deathman. Shotgun. There's one more door that I gotta use armor key. But once I use it like on that last door, it should be done. This is a lot easier doing this with her than doing it with Chris. I think. not really like being easy on me, but you know, I'm not like because I'm making it. Shotgun. Oh, personally, like if they if everybody was so hung up on the remakes, there's a thing man like that I really like just it's like fun fact because I got the rocket launcher like right now and Barry like with that cut scene will not save me, so I need that shot. So I need broken shotgun to get this one. If I don't, I will fit into ASA. I have no reason to go back over there though, so it's all good. You know, personally, right, is though like I know that this is crazy to say, though, but I do think like that if they may were like bring back like older games, I think personally they should attempt to try and put co-op in there because them putting co-op in a game like this, or I think, or at least we're like I find it really crazy that the gaming industry like I know what people like ask for because they're like hey like when they're playing like certain games right I find it to be a problem because the game in question right it's like well yeah like this is a old game. I mean like it's an old game and basically it's like yeah, we want them to just remake it like how anything else will. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, like I don't got an issue with that. But like when I think about it though, right, like in terms of like evolution, right? I mean, there's games like again, like we was talking about remakes earlier, Resident Evil, like all these Resident Evil remakes, or even them going as far as going to something like Final Fantasy and everything. But I'm like, there's two types of like remakes, right? Have the classic like the one that I'm playing now, and then basically you have other kind. You have the other kind, which is like well, oh yeah, I thought I'd throw that away. Like you have the older kind where that you deal with this kind of thing. Where it's like, hey, you were playing this game specifically. Like you were playing this old game for who knows how long, right? But like you know it like through and through, and it's basically like just the like this is basically the director's cut on PS1, just with graphics and everything else, right? Now this is what most people claim like that this is what they want. Oh, but yeah, like this is what they claim. Like yeah, like this is what I want. I want this, right? However, I'm more akin to liking the remakes like from like Final Fantasy or something similar to that, where that the game in question that I'm asking for is like, hey man, like give me the other game, right? But add different things into it and add combat or all this other stuff, right? I mean, like Personally, Alright. And I'm like, other Resident Evil games, right? Or yeah, like I think the closest like that they probably should like when they did a thing in Lost in Nightmares, where like that you're separated from your partner, where like that say to where like that you do have to split up and go like to different places and different areas. But funny thing is though is that like they don't really utilize that that they should. I remember dude say like, cause I do remember seeing like a classic edit on like what was it on like Resident Evil 4, where they were like, okay, like we're while basically you're doing this in the background, a second player could be doing this thing in like assignment Ada. I mean, now they've tried doing that with Resident Evil 6, the 6, like with it being like, oh, like in certain spots, or even or even Devil May Cry 5, right? Right, where it's like, yeah, like certain people are off in certain areas and they gotta join in and do this and do that, right? And then like you meet up and then like certain stuff happens, right? But I'm like, beyond that though, right? It's like that they never really do a thing where it's like, hey, at the start, like I can just connect like with a friend and then like we just do different stuff. But yeah, like they never really do that to where like that, hey, like me and a friend are off doing like our own thing, right? I mean, I know that they fight doing that, but you know, kind of how that works, right? Come on out. If that killed him or not, but I'm saying, hey, buddy, you're not my problem because I'm ever again. I don't. Now I gotta stop by the box and bullets up, but still, right? It's like they never really try anything different, like with the gaming industry of it being like, hey man, like if we're gonna do different stuff. I don't need to fight anything. I don't really gotta fight like death match. I want to blow your forehead off. But yeah, it's like most of these games, right? It's like at some point I'm trying to ask, like, because I have a dilemma, right? To where that the question is, right? At what point? Oh yeah, I guess Barry fixed that door already. This is where I'm gonna go. You guys, you stay cool. I'll catch you guys next time I'm about to save it, okay? Later.